TikTok's worst mom just went viral and not for the reasons you think. In a disturbing whirlwind of rage, regret, and raw footage, one of TikTok's most controversial moms just crossed a line that shocked even her most loyal followers. Cameras were rolling, the stream was live, and what millions saw has left the internet spiraling. She didn't just scream at her daughter. She didn't just threaten her. No, she put her hands on that child. Live on TikTok. As comments flooded in, viewers begged her to stop, and moderators scrambled to shut it down. But here's the part that made jaws drop even harder. She defended it. Hours later, she went live again, unapologetic, unbothered, and boiling with rage. She claimed her daughter deserved it, hinted at dangerous behavior behind the scenes, and even threatened to release receipts proving she was in the right. What could possibly make a mother lose control on camera like that? Why did she say y'all only saw half the truth in her follow-up stream? And more importantly, what happened off camera that night that she's still hiding? This isn't just a story. This is a digital scandal with real-life consequences, and it's spiraling fast. Before this week, she was just another fiery TikTok mom with a few thousand loyal followers. She cooked on camera, she danced with her kids, she gave no-filter rants about parenting, relationships, and keeping it real. But nobody could have predicted how fast she would go from #relatable mom goals to the most hated mother on TikTok, all within a matter of minutes, because what started as a regular live stream turned into one of the most disturbing TikTok moments ever broadcasted live. Her face twisted in rage. Her voice escalated to a pitch no child should ever hear. And then a slap. Loud, echoing, chilling, and her daughter? Maybe 12, maybe 13, just a child. Frozen, embarrassed, in pain, in front of thousands of strangers. And the live kept rolling. The worst part, this wasn't an accident. This wasn't a camera left on by mistake. She did this on purpose. The woman, known online as @Momik for real, has been on TikTok for over a year, growing slowly but steadily. Most of her fans knew her for her real talk parenting, the kind where she told it like it is, swore openly, and claimed to raise her kids right in a world gone soft. She had critics, plenty, but she also had die-hard defenders who praised her for being honest and unapologetic in an app full of fakery and filters. But there were warning signs, and now everyone's digging them up. There was the February video, now deleted, where her daughter cried softly in the background while Momik screamed about disrespect and slammed cabinet doors. There was the April incident, where she threw her daughter's makeup in the trash on camera and told her followers she don't need to be out here looking like a little hooker. Back then, people thought it was all a character, a harsh but harmless act. But now, nobody's laughing, because this time, the slap was real. The pain in her daughter's eyes was real. The gasp from viewers.
I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I won't go into the details of it. I done got a whooping because no child of mine walks out the motherfucking house on they motherfucking own. And it's 4 streets over. She was 4 motherfucking streets over. 4 long streets over. I had to get in my motherfucker and go get her. And then when I pulled up her running across a busy street with a fucking 5-year-old. What I'm talking about. Next subject. It's all type of ex-traffickers, predators, type of shit out here. Ain't strong enough to fight off no more. Somebody would have kidnapped her. Oh, y'all would have made a story about this.
Real. And the backlash? Oh, it was instant. In under 20 minutes. Screen recordings of the moment flooded Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. Comment sections exploded. Is this abuse? Did she really just hit her on live? Why hasn't CPS stepped in yet? Some viewers claimed they reported the live in real time, only for TikTok's moderation to lag behind. Others accused the platform of allowing family abuse to go viral for views. But here's where things went from bad to downright twisted. Momik didn't hide. She doubled down. That same night, just 2 hours after the video surfaced, she went live again. Full beat makeup, calm voice, smug smile. And then she said it. Y'all wanna cancel me? Go ahead, but I stand on what I did. Ain't no abuse, that's called discipline. Something some of y'all clearly never had. The chat exploded. Viewers begged her to stop talking. Others spammed the live with clown emojis. But she didn't care. She even brought up her daughter's school behavior, accusing her of flirting with older boys, sneaking out, and lying about everything to make mama look bad. "Y'all don't know what I go through with this child," she said. "Y'all see 5 minutes. I deal with 24/7. But here's what she didn't expect. Receipts." A classmate of her daughter, a girl who goes by at TruthGirl3, posted her own live just minutes after. And she said something that made the whole internet freeze. Her mom be acting so sweet on camera. But what y'all saw tonight, that's every day. I be on the phone with the daughter when she be hiding in the closet crying. She don't deserve that. She even showed text messages supposedly from the daughter begging her not to say anything online, fearing she'd get beat. Again, screenshots, timestamps, names blurred out. Now, instead of defending herself, Mamek is on full digital trial. And it's not just TikTok watching. Parenting influencers like at Dad Talk Daily and at Healing Hammams have started calling for child protection services to get involved. One even claimed to have spoken to a contact who confirmed a file was opened in that state. And if you think that's the worst of it, you're not ready for what came next, because someone, an anonymous TikTok user going by the handle at Delita Truths, claims to have been part of a private group chat with Mamek, where she allegedly joked about whooping her kids for clout. Screenshots started surfacing. Lines like, "Y'all ever make him cry just so they behave better on live? TikTok moms gotta be tough or these little monsters will embarrass you." At first, people thought it was fake. But then, a voice note. Scratchy, poor audio quality. But it was her. That voice. That same cackle from her old lives. Saying, "People think I'm abusive? Good. Maybe then my daughter will act right for once." The internet was stunned. And now the million-dollar question everyone's asking. Where is her daughter now? Is she safe? Is she okay? Is she still in that house? Nobody knows. The daughter's account has gone dark. No posts, no comments, no activity. And when one follower asked Mamek directly on her latest live, she stared at the screen and said, "Mind y'all business. She with family. But which family? Whose house? And why hasn't she posted anything if she's okay?" This isn't just messy. This is potentially criminal. And tonight, we just got word that one of her ex-boyfriends has stepped in. And he's threatening to go public with everything if things weren't already spiraling. They reached a dark new level the moment a man named Jalen Parker stepped into the conversation. You've never heard of him before, but he says he's Mamek's ex-boyfriend and not just an ex from years ago. He lived in that house as recently as 2 months ago. He went live on Instagram. Face blurred but voice strong. His caption? "Y'all think y'all know the truth? Lemma show you what really goes on in that house." What followed was terrifying. Jalen began calmly, explaining how he'd moved in with Mamek and her kids after they dated for 5 months. At first, she was cool, he said. Strict, yeah, but she loved her daughter, or so I thought. But then, he dropped a bombshell. That slap y'all saw on TikTok, that wasn't the first. It's just the first time she ain't care who saw it. He claimed that Mamek had a pattern using discipline as performance. She liked looking like the tough mom, Jalen said. Made her feel powerful, especially when the camera was on. But that's not even the worst part. Jalen revealed he had something far more damning than just words. He had recordings, actual audio from inside the home, secretly recorded during one of her fits, allegedly captured when he left his phone recording in his jacket pocket during a blowout argument between Mamek and her daughter, and then he played a clip, muffled at first, but clear enough to make thousands of viewers sick to their stomachs. You think crying gonna help you now? Keep crying, I'll give you something to cry about. A loud crash, a sob, a soft voice begging, please, I didn't mean to. Lying little heifer. Wait till I go live, I'ma show them what a real mother does. That sentence broke the internet because it wasn't just aggression. It wasn't just rage. It was premeditation. She knew she was going live. She planned it. She treated her daughter's humiliation like content. The live chat on Jalen's stream went insane. Call the cops right now, this is beyond abuse. Where is that child? Is she even alive? Within minutes, the clip was clipped, edited, reposted to Shade Room, Temsafop, Montaquatch, and more. The hashtag protect her daughter was trending. And guess who was silent? MomMag.no new lives. No new comments. Just silence. Until 4 hours later, she posted a black screen to her story. Y'all gonna hear my side soon. Don't believe snakes. She was referring to Jalen. But by then, it was too late. The fire had spread. Now parenting influencers, TikTok moms, and even some celebrities were weighing in. Cardi B posted to her story, "I'd see what a kid does embarrassing them on live for likes ain't parenting. That's ego. Protect that baby." Then Jess Hilarious jumped in. "If y'all defending that woman, you just as toxic. That ain't tough love, that's trauma." Even Angela Simmons reshared Jalen's recording with the caption, "Chills. That little girl deserves peace." But here's where the first true twist hits. Because Jalen wasn't the only one with receipts, a second source came forward. A woman named Tamika, who claimed to be the daughter's former babysitter fired by Momic just weeks before the incident. She posted a now viral TikTok titled, "The truth about that TikTok mom. She fired me because I tried to protect her kid." Tamika, eyes red and voice shaking, laid it all out. "That girl used to come up to me quietly while her mom was live, whispering that she was scared. One day, she had a bruise on her side. I asked her what happened and she told me. Mama said if I tell, I'll be sleeping outside tonight." She paused, wiping tears, and when I confronted Momic about it, she told me to mind my effing business and never come back. I reported it, but nothing happened. Until now, this wasn't just a family drama anymore. This was looking like a case of systemic failure where viewers, platforms, and even child services had ignored signs until it was too late. And just as TikTok started removing her older videos, a new video surfaced, one no one was ready for. Someone dug into an old livestream 8 months ago where Momic had been ranting about her daughter bringing shame to her name, and in that stream, she said something absolutely chilling. "I birthed her. I'll break her if I need to. Nobody gon' tell me how to raise mine." The clip resurfaced. It was reposted with side-by-side comparisons of her daughter crying in the most recent viral video, and fans began creating TikToks with captions like, "She warned us. We didn't listen. This isn't new, it's just finally caught. This is what generational trauma looks like." But just when you think the backlash couldn't get any stronger, another twist flipped the entire narrative because a leaked DM screenshot appeared on Reddit. Allegedly from a moderator of a popular parenting page who had reached out to Momic directly, the message read, "I'm begging you, just take accountability and protect your daughter. This is spiraling." And the reply, "My daughter's been lying to y'all. But if y'all want drama, drama's what I'll give. Just wait. Wait for WHAD." That's what everyone's asking. Theories are now spreading like wildfire. Some say Momic is prepping a YouTube tell-all to expose her daughter for being manipulative and grown. Others claim she's fleeing the state before investigators show up. And one user, allegedly a family cousin, commented on a live stream saying, "Y'all don't know half of what this family been hiding. CP has been called before. This ain't the first time. We've got secrets, lies, abuse, denial." And a mother planning to fight back with more drama. But what happens next might be the most dangerous moment of all, because someone just spotted the daughter's old TikTok account back online. And it posted a single blurry photo of her, with a caption that reads, "I'm okay. For now, WHAT." Does that mean if you thought this story couldn't go any deeper, any darker, you were wrong? Because while TikTok scrambled to take down reposts of the slap, a brand new TikTok account surfaced, no profile pic, no bio, just a blurry username, @DaughterUnson, and it uploaded a single video that would send shockwaves through the internet like a tidal wave crashing onto the world's biggest stage. The video was only 18 seconds long, but it said everything: a shaky shot of a girl's hand bruised, then a whisper, "She told me not to speak, but she doesn't control me anymore." A pause, then silence. "You think you've seen everything? I have it all recorded." Boom! The internet went nuclear. That video got 3.6 million views in just 4 hours. People were flooding the comments asking if it was really Momic's daughter. Others were begging for more proof. But some the trolls, the defenders, the enablers accused it of being AI-generated, cloud chasing, or a setup. But the next post? It wasn't a video. It was a document, a photo of an iCloud backup screen, labeled Home Recordings February Night Mama After Live Uncut, and under each timestamps, dates, duration, hundreds of files, and one simple caption under the post: "You want the truth? You'll get it, but not all at once." Social media erupted into a digital manhunt. Everyone wanted to verify. Was this really her daughter? Were the files real? Where is she now? Is she safe? Is she being silenced or held somewhere? TikTok detective accounts like @Dramedecadid, @RecipesQueen, and @TDMFiles began comparing the voice from the new clips to old videos of Momac's daughter, and according to them, the match was undeniable. That's her. The cadence, the way she says control, it's her. She's speaking out. One TikToker claimed in a 300K view analysis video, but just when people were rallying behind her, begging her to release more, the account went dark. Completely wiped, deleted, gone. That was the moment conspiracy theories started spiraling like wildfire. Did someone find her and make her take it down? Was she hacked by her mother? Is TikTok protecting the abuser instead of the child? What else was on those recordings? But the chaos was just beginning. An anonymous email was sent to multiple gossip blogs. Subject line: leaked notes from CPS visit, not what you think. The attached image: a redacted government document, partially visible but horrifyingly clear in tone. It referenced a visit made in late 2023 to the home of redacted, referencing concerns over excessive disciplinary practices, verbal degradation, and alleged physical abuse. But the case? Closed. Unsubstantiated. WH80? So CPS already knew? And they closed it? The blogs were cautious, but fans weren't. They exploded with fury. Twitter threads went wild. So y'all knew this was happening for months and did nothing. Just ice for her, daft. I'm actually sick. That poor girl tried to speak up. This system failed her. TikTok gave this woman a platform to perform her parenting violence, and now the receipts show it was reported before. I'm gonna throw up. Then another account, this one under the handle @TruthFromTheInside, posted what appeared to be a screen recording of a private Facebook group chat. The group name: "No one cancels me, period." The messages inside: stomach churning. Momic allegedly: "They can try to take my kid, but that girl gonna learn the hard way not to lie on me." Another message: "If this blows up, I got her phone. She won't be posting again." Fans connected the dots instantly. Was this why the daughter's new TikTok went dark? Did Momic get to her? Was she silenced? Then came the wildest twist so far: a live audio recording leaked on Discord. It wasn't posted publicly, not at first, but someone in the group uploaded the audio file, claiming it was captured from a phone left running after a recent closed-door CPS meeting. It was garbled. No names, but two voices could be heard. One male, professional. One female, furious. Male: "We're investigating the situation. We just need time to gather everything." Female: "You better hurry. If you'll wait too long, it might be too late." The internet believes that female voice was a relative, possibly an aunt or cousin, someone who had already been trying to get custody of the child and was blocked by the system. And now, she's the last hope. A Change.org petition started circulating. Protect her daughter's name, reopen the case now. 100,000 plus signatures in just 2 days, but the suspense didn't end there. Because just this morning, a new anonymous email was sent to @TIK TOK'S titled, "The Video You Haven't Seen." And inside, a link to a password-protected Google Drive with a note: "One clip, no edits, you decide." No one's cracked the password yet, but TikTok sleuths have already claimed the title of the file is Live Prep Audio Full. M4, that name alone, Live Prep, has the internet spiraling. Are we talking about proof that she prepped her daughter's humiliation? Was it all staged? And the final dagger? A verified comment from a former friend of Momic under a Shade Room post. "Y'all acting shocked. She been planning a viral punishment video for months. Said it would shut the haters up and show who's boss. Guess she got what she wanted. But this scandal has one more terrifying layer, because someone just uncovered a business license filed by Mama last year under the name Real Parenting, Real Discipline Inc. Filed under Media Digital Services. She didn't just want to discipline on camera, she wanted to monetize the data as the leaked documents, voice notes, secret Discord audio, and digital breadcrumbs spiraled out of control. The public reaction exploded into complete hysteria. Social media didn't just react, it revolted. Hashtags like hashtag justice for her daughter, hashtag ban mom Mac, and hashtag ISIS abuse were trending worldwide, taking over TikTok, Twitter, now X, Instagram, Facebook, and even Reddit. Influencers, therapists, celebrities, lawyers, everyone had something to say. But no one was ready for the intensity of this tidal wave of backlash. TikTok's most famous family-friendly creators, the ones who usually dance, prank, or parent with love, begin cutting their usual content to address this head-on. At Dadsoft, TikTok posted, "This isn't parenting. This is trauma for views. We teach our kids through love, not through fear." On livestream, at MomTech Healing said, "That child needs a trauma-informed therapist, not a mother looking to trend." And then came the celebrity-level reactions, the ones that truly sent shockwaves. Taraji P. Henson on Instagram Live, "This ain't entertainment. This is a baby's pain becoming someone's content. I'm disgusted. I cried." Keke Palmer retweeted the iCloud backup screenshot and wrote, "If those files are real, we need legal action." Yesterday, Alicia Keys, typically silent on social media drama, broke her silence. It's always the real parents that scream discipline while breaking their kids' spirit. Meanwhile, news outlets started devoting full segments to the scandal. CNN labeled it TikTok's most disturbing parenting controversy. BuzzFeed posted the viral slap that might change social media policy forever. Vice went deeper. Are we complicit? The new economy of live-streamed abuse. But the most chilling moment, an official press conference from Child Protective Services. For the first time, they acknowledged a wave of reports pouring in from every corner of the internet. A spokesperson read carefully from a statement, "We are aware of the viral incident involving a TikTok user and her child. We take these matters extremely seriously. Due to privacy laws, we cannot confirm or deny current investigations. However, we are thoroughly reviewing all materials brought to our attention. No names, no confirmation." But everyone knew who they were talking about. And just as the public thought they were seeing action, the plot thickened. A new TikTok from @CourtFilsonlin, a known whistleblower account, posted what appeared to be a leaked internally mail from TikTok moderation staff, with the subject line, "Urgent Livestream Controversy Mitigation Strategy" in it. The message allegedly discussed minimizing spread, removing high-traction reposts, and flagging duplicate uploads for deletion. The implication? TikTok might have been more worried about PR than protecting a child. And the public? They were furious. Y'all trying to cover ID up? The platform should be held responsible for keeping this content up for hours. This is bigger than one mom. This is a systemic failure. How do we ban her and TikTok for letting this happen? And just like that, the controversy evolved into a movement. A coalition of parent influencers launched a campaign called #ProtectTheKids, calling for TikTok to ban monetization of all family-based accounts immediately, require child protection compliance reviews for parenting content, establish an independent abuse reporting review board. They weren't just calling for Momac's head anymore, they were coming for the entire system that gave her a platform. Even lawyers and digital rights experts joined the discussion. Attorney Malcolm Grier posted a 3-part breakdown on YouTube titled, "Why Momac Might Face Criminal Charges, and Why TikTok Could Too." He explained that depending on the state, what viewers saw and what was admitted on live streams could constitute child abuse, endangerment, coercion for digital gain, exploitation for profit. But it wasn't just America watching. UK, Canada, and Australia all had viral reaction posts from parenting activists who were horrified at how unchecked things had gone. Back on the home front, one of the darkest reactions came from a group of creators who tried to defend her, a now deleted video from TikTok user at @MomRightsMatter captioned, "Y'all too soft these days. Back in my day, we got worse and we turned out fine." The backlash was immediate. Her account was mass reported and taken down within hours. But the video had already made it to Twitter, where users were tearing it apart. So you being traumatized means it's okay for her to traumatize others. That back in my day excuse needs to die. This ain't parenting, this is performance abuse. Her defenders are just abusers in disguise. And then, radio silence from Mom Mag.no lives. No posts, no likes. Her Instagram disappeared. TikTok showed account suspended. Her Cash App wiped. Even her Amazon wishlist vanished. But her silence wasn't calming anyone. In fact, it only made things worse. Because then, an account under the name @HerCousinSpools posted a story with the caption, "She's not offline because she's scared. She's prepping something. Y'all better watch. WHAT is she planning?" This wasn't just about one slap anymore. This was a war between a mother desperate to save her reputation and an entire internet determined to protect her daughter, and somewhere, that daughter is still missing from public view, still unheard from, still possibly silenced, but one rumor is circling stronger than ever. That the daughter, if she gets access to a platform again, is going to drop a full 20-minute video, titled simply, "What Really Happened That Night?" And if that's true, the next twist could destroy everything. It's been nearly a week since the slap that shook TikTok, and yet, the story refuses to die down. If anything, it's evolving, morphing, growing deeper, darker, scarier. Because while the entire world has been focused on Mom's silence, waiting for her next move, something way more chilling just happened. A third-party whistleblower just dropped a video that might change the game entirely. Late last night, the account @ParentInjexPus, known for investigating parenting influencers with shady backgrounds, released a 10-minute video titled, "Exclusive. Inside Mom's Coaching Group Leaked Audio and Paywall Secrets." And what was inside? Devastating. Turns out, Momak wasn't just a TikTok mom ranting for clout. She had a whole paid Facebook group with nearly 1,300 members, charging $19.99 a month under the program name Raise 'Em Right, Modern Parenting for the Real World. It was marketed as a space for moms to vent, discipline, take back their power, and not feel ashamed for raising kids the old school way, but once inside, it was allegedly a hotbed of violence, normalizing echo chambers, where women shared videos of their kids crying, laughed about punishment strategies, and even coached each other on how to go viral while disciplining their children. And worse, Momak was allegedly selling PDF guides. One guide, according to the leak, was titled, "Going Viral Without Going to Jail, Livestream Discipline Done Right." WHAT, the whistleblower showed screen recordings of the group's chat log, where Momak allegedly said, "Don't be scared of these crybabies calling CPS. You got a camera? Use it. Show them what real parenting looks like." It's hard to describe the collective horror the internet felt in that moment. This wasn't a mom who snapped in the heat of emotion. This wasn't a one-time mistake. This was a deliberate content strategy. But we're not done. Because right after this bombshell dropped, another figure entered the battlefield. And this one may have been the last person Momak expected to speak out, her own sister. That's right. A woman by the name of Tanisha Caldwell, claiming to be her older half-sister, went live on Instagram in full tears. She held up a childhood photo of the two of them together. No filters, no drama, just raw heartbreak. And then she said, "She was abusive when we were kids. I begged my aunt to take me in because I couldn't survive in that house. Now she's doing it to her daughter and the world just watched it happen." Tanisha went on to say that she reached out to CPS months ago after her niece confided in her during a short summer visit. "She told me her mama said she was worthless. She asked if she could stay with me forever." But Tanisha's hands were tied. They said without hard evidence, they couldn't intervene. Now look, y'all saw it live. And then she dropped the final dagger. "I'm going to court next week. I'm fighting for custody. That baby ain't going back in that house. The internet went wild. Yes, Tanisha, you're the hero. Finally. Someone who knew the truth from the beginning. Get that child out and safe. Court update, please. We're rooting for you, but in classic TikTok chaos. It couldn't end on that hopeful note. Because just minutes later, a new message appeared on an old account connected to Mamek. A message that made everything go quiet. A single video, black screen, robotic voice, caption only with, "You don't know the full story, but you will, then." The audio, "If I go down, I'm taking everybody with me. Y'all think this ends with me?" It started before I even touched that camera. Internet sleuths now believe this might be a pre-recorded auto post from Mamek set to trigger if her accounts got banned. What does she mean by everybody? Who is she threatening to expose? What is she holding onto in the shadows? Theories are spiraling. Some say she has dirt on other TikTok parenting creators who were part of her inner circle. Others believe there's a network of discipline-based creators secretly encouraging each other behind paywalls. And one Reddit theory goes even further, suggesting there's a private Discord server where full live streams get saved, traded, and archived by followers before TikTok takes them down. Is this just a TikTok scandal? Or is this the beginning of something much bigger, a reckoning with how platforms monetize family pain, drama, and punishment for views? The final twist? Tanisha's court date was just moved up to tomorrow, and word on the street is Mamek is getting a lawyer, not to protect herself, but to sue for defamation. If she files, everything goes public. All the files, all the receipts, all the secrets. This war is far from over. So now the world's watching. A child is caught in the center of the most explosive parenting scandal the internet has ever seen. And instead of silence, there are voices rising, demanding justice, exposing secrets, taking sides. But the truth? This isn't just about one slap, one live stream, or one mother. This is about every kid who's ever been shamed for likes. Every child silenced behind a smiling family channel. Every moment of pain masked as discipline while the camera kept rolling. And we're not done. Because the courts are stepping in, the family is tearing apart, and the digital army is not backing down. You've seen the receipts. You've heard the leaked audios. You've felt the outrage. But the question is, where do you stand? Do you think Mamek was exposing the truth about modern parenting? Or do you believe she crossed a line that no parent, no human should ever cross? Tell us. Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't hold back. Do you think this was abuse or discipline gone wrong? Should TikTok be held legally accountable for letting it go live? And do you believe this child is finally safe? And here's the real cliffhanger. A source close to the case just DM'd us one chilling sentence. That wasn't the worst video she filmed. So, what's next? What's still hidden in that iCloud folder? What will Tanisha reveal in court? And will the daughter come back online to finish telling her story? We'll be watching. And as soon as the next leak hits, you'll hear it here first. Like this video if you support protecting children from digital exploitation. Subscribe so you don't miss part 2 when the court hearing drops. And share this story because awareness is the first step toward justice. This isn't over. Not by a long shot.